Are you excited?
It's just summer sausage.
I know, but you've been waiting for this moment. You've been asking me for a long time to try your meat, and I haven't wanted to do it. I still don't want to, but okay. Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a really long time. It has been a minute. It has been a long minute. It has been like 4 or 5 months since we have uploaded a video. Where have we been? Long story short, what had happened was a little 3-year-old girl, who will not be named, decided to get into her mommy's things, decided to take her laptop, and decided to give it a bath. Yeah. That was not good. That was not good times. But I did get a new laptop. Thank you, Best Buy, for hooking a girl up. I got a great deal, and I was finally able to port all of the things, all of my pictures, all my files, all my programs from my other laptop, was able to port it to my new laptop. So I am ready to roll, and I am so excited to share all the updates of what's been going on here. I have tons of footage. We've continued to film. We've continued to capture things going on here. So lots of updates to share. Things going on with the farm, of course. We're going to be discussing topics of faith. There are some updates to my home businesses. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. That way you are informed each and every time we upload. Last time we left you guys, we had just announced the arrival of our baby piglets. The piglets are doing great. They're getting big. They're still really cute. And also in the last video, I think that I mentioned that our other pig, Reba, was pregnant and expecting also. You've probably heard me mention her before. She was one of the first pigs that we got when we started to establish our farm. She was definitely my husband's favorite. Long story short, there were some complications at the end of September when Reba was expected to have her piglets. She had some issues with delivering them, and to spare you all the graphic details, we did lose all of the piglets, and we had to put Reba down as well. So that was very challenging. That was probably pretty traumatizing for my husband, especially because he was actually attached to her. While she may be gone, she's definitely not forgotten, and she definitely did not go to waste. The whole purpose of us establishing this farm is so that we can become self-sustaining. So of course, when Reba passed, we did butcher her. We did freeze her meat. And recently, my husband decided to thaw out the meat so that we could start making our own summer sausage. My husband's gonna show you today kind of the process and the work that goes into doing all of that. And as a very special surprise, which he is not yet aware of, I am going to eat the summer sausage for the first time. One of the things I have not yet quite wrapped my head around is how to raise animals and then eat them. It's a mental thing that I've had a hard time overcoming, and my husband has been begging me to try some of the meat that he has cooked or prepared, and I've absolutely always refused. But today, like I said, I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to try it for the first time, and I'm going to make all of his dreams come true.
Once we have marinated and cubed it and put our cure salt to it, we're going to go ahead and grind it down to a first grind, and that's going to get it into a smaller packing state to where I can go ahead and put the final herbs on it and spices and cheeses and everything else I need to do right before I stuff it. So this is kind of the process here. Gotta get me a little Mountain Day. All right, here we go. Now, we've got all that ground down. We'll go ahead and we'll split it up into 2 containers. The first batch I got in there, I got a little bit of old Trinidad's Scorpion hot sauce there with scorpion chili. Put that into about 30 pounds, so we'll see how that turns out with hot pepper jack cheese. That's our first batch, which turned out to look like this, like so. And typically what I do is you gotta weigh everything when you're processing. So I got me a little scale here. Drop that guy right there on the scale. 30 pounds, okay? That way I know how much seasoning and everything I need to put in it. Goes back in the fridge until we're ready to stuff some sausages. So, a few of my clients want, so what I do too also, I don't know if you can see inside here, is when I take that screen off there, the grinding screen, I take that blade out of there, I leave that meat packed in there. So what that does is that keeps that auger sucked back in there, to where when I go to stuff sausage, you just put this on here with your horn, which this is a sausage horn here for stuffing. Goes on the end of there and that sleeves over it. Well, it'll hold that auger back in and it'll just push and push and push real fast. So, little trick of the trade I learned when stuffing sausage. So, we're gonna make 3 separate batches. We got hot sauce with cheese. We got cheese plain and just plain with no cheese. We got 3 separate clients want 3 separate things. Okay. Got some bag of high temperature pepper jack cheese. So this is how we do it. Take the big tub, fresh grind. See where we're at. So zeroed out. Throw this one on there. Looking at about, so I'm showing 12 pounds. This one's showing. So by eyeball, 12 pounds, 12 pounds. So 24-pound batch without adding any water or anything else yet. So we'll add a little bit more spice in there. More spice. Can't go wrong with a little extra spice. One gets the cheese. £12 to 15 pounds. So 3 pounds of cheese there. 2 cups of water to that cheese. That way it mixes in real nice. Okay. You ready to stuff, Nathan?
Sure.
It's gonna take a long time. We are all set. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, start putting your meat up there. Good. Just stay there, you're fine. Start putting more meat up there. Get yourself ready for the next time.
Here it is. The final masterpiece. All finished. So after you stuff it, your sausage, you stuff all of the sausage, what's the last steps?
One of the most important steps is, so you don't have a long smoke time, is I let it sit out for about 2 hours or so and let it come to room temperature. So what I do is I just get something rigid like a 1 5/8" metal stud, 20-25 gauge stud. I'll span it across the island and countertop, and I'll set them all on there with equal spacing, say 1 inch, so nothing's too close to each other to where they're have enough room for air to pass between them and allow a faster equilibrium to the atmosphere around it. And one quick thing before that is you want to use number 2 cure salt when you're making these. What I like to do is I like to do 18 grams. That's 18 grams. I want to stay clear because people can get really hurt from this. 18 grams of pink number 2 cure salt per 25 pounds of meat. You have to add a good bit of water and mix it all in and make sure it's equally dispersed. I let that sit for about 2 hours, come to equilibrium, and then I'll go ahead and I'll set the smoker to about 160. Let that heat up, get all the bacteria kind of killed for about a half hour, and then I'll go ahead and I'll set my summer sausage in there for about 5 hours on 160, and then I'll come check it, and if it's around 140, 148, I'll bump it up to 180, let it go for another 2-3 hours, check it again. Usually it's like at a 152, 156, something around in there. I'll throw it up to about 200. You know, people always have this thing of, oh, you only need to smoke it for the first hour. And you smoke it the whole time. The more smoke you have on it, the more smokier the meat's going to get, and you can never have too smoky of a summer sausage. So once you hit 160, you want to let it sit on that 160 for about an hour. So once you hit that temperature, and when you take your temperature, say you're hanging up here and the bottom of your chub is down here, you want to take your temperature at the bottom because all your heat's going to rise on the top of that smoker. So the hottest point of that sausage is going to be up to high, and the lowest point is going to be the coldest. So you want to take your temperature down low. That way all the way through you have a 160. So once that's done, let that hour go by in the smoker, and then you're all set. And what I do immediately, before I even cool them down or anything, I get my vacuum sealer out and I'll seal them up airtight right then and there, and I'll throw them right in the freezer.
So to end this video with on a really special note, I told you all, and I told my husband as well, that I was going to try the summer sausage for the very first time.
The summer sausage for the very first time.
And I have never eaten anything that my husband has like physically butchered or anything. Are you excited?
It's just summer sausage.
I know, but you've been waiting for this moment. You've been asking me for a long time to try your meat, and I haven't wanted to do it. I still don't want to, but... Are you happy? Are you excited? Okay. This is good. It's good. It's not bad. This batch doesn't have the cheese or anything in it, right? So
No, it's just plain, blatant seasoning and pork.
So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up, and we will catch you in the next one.
Hey Reba, you like cheese balls? Oh yeah, Reba loves cheese balls. Reba loves the cheese balls.
Down more, and wrap all the way down in there. Hey, underneath. Yeah, here we go. Piggy ride. Oh, Whee! Come on.